Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What a fabulous night for a concert. We are crowded. We're all booked up in the balcony. You took our seats up there, which is fine. This is great. We got a packed house. We're going to get rolling here. This is the 7th grade band. And it's one of my biggest bands here at Penndale. So we have about 79 kids, I think, up on stage. So we were able to get together a couple times before the rehearsal, or before the concert, to put the whole band together. Because we rehearse in 3 different sections. So it's really exciting when we get to do this. We have 4 pieces for you. And this one is going to feature our lovely percussionists in the back. We have 18 of them this year. So yes, give them a hand. So we added some parts. There might be some juggling back there going on. But here's Bang Zoom, it's called. All right. So with a band this size, we're always constantly making arrangements to have a perfectly balanced band. So 18 percussionists is really hard to balance, but we made do, and we also made do with, we had to have a tuba, and we didn't have a tuba in this band this year. So some of our best tuba players over the years have been flute players, believe it or not. And we had one of our own, Mr. Charlie Tucker, just learned tuba the past, 4 weeks? And he's playing 2 songs at the concert already. Give it a hand. Charlie Tucker! I went to college with his dad, Mr. Tucker. So I texted him, I said, I hope you're cool with this. I sent him a picture of the tuba, and he's killing it on the tuba. So I just wanted to say a big thank you for Charlie for doing that. All right, we're going to continue on the piece. It kind of has like a Batman feel, entitled Into the Darkness. We're going to take another 30 seconds to get all their toys and trinkets back there. I just want to say a big thank you to our elementary band directors. A lot of these kids have started in 4th grade, some of them in 5th and 6th grade, but it really makes my job really fun when we can come here in middle school, and these kids are coming from all different elementary teachers, but we're able to start, really crafting the music and making musical phrases out of these pieces of metal and pieces of wood up here that they're holding. So it takes a lot of work to do what they do on top of their schooling and their sports and their dance and all that stuff. So a big thank you to the elementary teachers for crafting them so far, and then big thank you to the kids for all the time and work that they do on top of their schooling. So how about a big hand for all those people? I get to come to work and do this all day. It's a true blessing, and I can't wait for the rest of the school year. So we're going to continue with a Spanish march. Again, you're going to hear a lot of percussion instruments back there. It's called Conquista. Okay, our last tune this evening is a fun one. It takes about 5 or 6 Christmas carols and mixes it all up and sounds all kind of crazy. This is a time where we spent most of the year trying to not play wrong notes. But in here, they actually get to play some wrong notes. So it's supposed to sound like this. You'll know the spots I'm talking about. But again, this is entitled Crazy Mixed Up Christmas Concert. And thanks again for coming out this evening. So you can see them in the back. Third row, stand up, trumpets, altos, third row. Yes. There they are, altos, French horn. Second row, clarinets and flutes. Second row, yes. And our first row, clarinets, flutes. All right, 7th grade band, everybody.
Come on. All right, so thank you so much for joining us tonight, and welcome to our 7th grade band, 7th grade chorus, and 8th grade band choir. We have about 130-ish 7th graders in the choir this year, which is awesome. I love having groups this large. And our first solo, well, our first little descant quintet right there was actually, we did it in a class. It was like one singular class of sopranos that were just knocking it out of the park. I'm like, you know what? You guys are going to do the descant. So they did an absolutely wonderful job, and we're going to feature one of them again. And can I have my other two, Casey and Lorelai, if you guys could come up. Our next piece that we're going to do is I Will Carry the Light, and it's going to feature Olive here, Casey Gordon, and Lorelai Imhoff. And Casey's very, very tall, so she gets her own microphone, but they're all singing the same thing. evening is an absolute classic, and I've been having a good time because would you believe that some of them have never heard of the Muppets? I feel like it's like deprived children culturally or something like that. So at any rate though, this last piece is It Feels Like Christmas, and it's from the Muppet Christmas Carol, which is like one of my childhood favorites. So please enjoy and have a wonderful rest of the evening. Just a reminder, we'll dismiss the kids at the concert's conclusion, so they'll meet you in the lobby. You don't have to like go looking for them, I promise I have them. And I'll dismiss them too. So please enjoy It Feels Like Christmas from Muppet Christmas Carol.
All right, this is the 8th grade band. We're going to kick off our part of the performance with a song called Fire Flash, which has got a lot of energy, a lot of rhythm, and it's going to feature our percussion section. Here we go. Thank you. I'm Mr. Kennedy. I direct the 8th grade concert band alongside my fellow colleague, Mr. David DiValentino. We share this ensemble, we work together with it, and we split the concert right down the middle. So the next one, you're going to get to see his conducting. Let's give a round of applause for Mr. David DiValentino. Our next piece, the Festival of Hanukkah, is definitely one of what we would call a stretch piece. It's going to challenge the students. It's going to go through a lot of different key signatures and have a lot of really technical passages. We worked really hard on this one, so we hope you enjoy the Festival of Hanukkah. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge our two soloists. We've got Katya and Kaylin there on the end of the trumpet section. Can you guys stand for a second? Give them another round of applause for those trumpet solos in the middle.
All right, we're going to finish. Mr. Kennedy and I always try to outdo each other and pick the hardest song for the band. Who can pick the hardest song? He wins. That song is really hard. But they did a great job. That's the best part about teaching a class like this is, you know, we got September where we pass out the music and it sounds one way. And then October sounds a little bit better. November. But while we're conducting up here, we're thinking about all those moments that we had the first time we read these pieces and all the work that has gone into it and all the mistakes that we've made along the way and all the stuff that they fixed. And they're just doing such a great job, and we really are so proud of these kids. One more round of applause for the band. This next piece is one of my favorite pieces for the holidays. It's a mix of the French opera Carmen mixed with a bunch of different Christmas carol or holiday music. So it's all kind of mashed up into one. This is called A Carmen Christmas. section in the back. Third row. Trumpets, French horns, saxes, oboes. Second row, yes. And the first row. 8th grade band, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out. Please have a safe and joyous holiday season. Thank you.